Alright, we are live.
Yay.
Hello. Hello.
This time I have a script. Welcome everyone. I am Ronki, your GM, and I am joined today by FX Engineer, Gigaman, Mal, Nosh, and Rigel Kent. Today we are diving into a thrilling one-shot adventure in the Aliens universe using the versatile...
Second part of our one.
Indeed. Using the versatile GURPS system by Steve Jackson Games, our virtual tabletop of choice is Fantasy Grounds. You can catch this session along with our past adventures on YouTube and as audio-only podcasts. Find the links in the video description below. If you enjoy our content, please consider supporting us by liking this video and subscribing to our Twitch and YouTube channels. Let's begin. Alright, we don't have any character business to deal with since your characters are just alien fodder. But there is a minor change from last session in that you will acquire stability, or you will lose stability points just upon encountering certain events, and when you are forced to make a will roll for those, or for those events that require a will roll, your margin of failure will determine how many stability points you lose. I think it's for every three or part thereof margin of failure, you lose one stability point. Hopefully, you will all eventually go insane and pull a Hudson.
Excellent.
He didn't go insane. He went out like a man, shooting.
Well, he lost the plot for a bit. Then he chilled.
XCOM chain panic.
All right. Let me bring up the map. I believe we had just resolved a combat, and your captain has lost the lower part of his leg.
How did that happen?
Those aliens can apparently shoot things.
Okay, yes, we're on this one.
We have friendly fire turned on.
That's not doing what I want it to
Damn
do.
it, I thought we turned that off.
That's interesting. You can't share an image when you've got it set full screen.
Well,
The sharing radial buttons aren't there.
I guess at that point it's a background. It's not an image anymore.
Righto, so quick recap from last session. You guys had arrived on this planet doing your final delivery. You were set to refuel and get paid. Upon setting down, upon arriving at the planet, you had attempted to make contact, but there was no reply. The beacon was still active. You made the decision, or you had little choice but to go in and investigate, hoping to refuel. Upon arriving, you found the place abandoned. Well, mostly. You've encountered one extra person. You did notice that when you arrived, the air traffic control tower had been severely damaged, and you later found out that this was due to a shuttle attempting to take off in a blizzard, losing control and smashing into the air traffic control tower. You've gone and entered the outpost complex trying to find out what's going on and to turn on main power so that you can start pumping fuel into your ship and be gone. In security, you encountered the colonial marshal who told you things had turned to shit about a week ago. And he's been hiding, and he's been hearing things rattling around in the air vents and the screams of people. Vanessa, your pilot. Was it Vanessa that's looking for her boyfriend? Or is it Greta? No, it's Vanessa.
No, it's
Greta.
It's Greta? Alright, the engineer, Greta Higgins, is on a quest to find her boyfriend, who is a scientist at this facility. You went to the housing block to find his room vacant, and just as moments after you arrived there, you heard some rattling in the vents, and a xenomorph dropped from the roof and began to attempt to eat your faces. A firefight broke out, and during that event there was some friendly fire, and the captain was shot in the leg by a bolt gun. So I guess he was riveted by a bolt gun and lost the lower portion of his which leg was it? Right
He
leg.
had I think it was a lasting injury, but it wasn't completely severed.
Yes, this is true. Yes, it wasn't completely severed because
So I'm crippled. I think
you
I
had
said I was
DR
lame or
or
crippled.
something. Yeah, it is crippled. It is a lasting injury, so it's going to take minimum a month to repair unless there is a technological repair available. I think there might be actually at Tech Level 10. So maybe the med facility can help the captain. But at the moment, his leg is crippled, and he is at half move and dodge. And that is where we left it last week. So we shall kick it off. Let's go. Let's rock.
The captain isn't kicking anything.
Well, he can kick. It's just he's going to fall over when he does it.
So he's just, I think the captain's like cursing and like, doing all his pissed off because of his leg. But after a moment, he kind of gets his shit together.
Did we attend to his injuries?
I believe
We did. We wrapped all that up.
Okay.
We did some first aid, and he's now on.
I got like 5
Yeah.
hit points back.
Yeah,
So
well, in my defense, it's like I'm feeling kind of blah today, so I couldn't remember.
yeah, so he's not down very many hit points. Obviously, just the injury. He's gonna, in terms of orders and commands, his priorities is obviously we're trying to get off this place in one piece, so we need to get refueled. So I guess that means we need to get the power turned back on. I think if we find Greta's boyfriend, who's a scientist, not only will that, we're helping one of our own, but that will also possibly help us find out what the hell happened and get refueled. Somebody that knows the place better. He's still motivated by money. I don't know if we still have our Ferox. I forgot what it was called. We have our shipment here. We just don't have anybody to turn it into and get paid. So I guess GM, if there's still some way that he would know of to get paid, that's what he's still thinking about.
Well, we don't know where everybody else is, so the whoever's in charge here may still be alive and just somewhere else.
That's true.
And we have no idea how the hell that thing got in here either.
Or what it is. That's why I'm gonna investigate it. I want to see what it is.
Well, you're finding it difficult to see what it is as it's slowly melting through the floor as it acidizes everything.
Well, I'm taking as many photos of it as I can.
Yeah,
Trying
probably
to
not
get
gonna
some
be able to get
samples.
too close to it either, due to the fumes.
My suit may have been ruined, but my helmet wasn't.
It's true, we do have helmets.
Although knowing that that my suit is ruined, once we're done here, I'm absolutely going back to that armory, and I'm going to grab that frickin' one of those flak jackets. I mean, if these things are spraying acid, what the hell?
The way to the reactor is a level down, and the med bay is also a level down. Therefore, we should go a level down.
Right. Let's go to the armory first.
I'm cool with guns. We probably need more guns.
That's possibly not a terrible idea, even though I do not have. Yes, this is going to be a fantastic idea. I do not have anything resembling the appropriate skills, so I'm going to get the skill. What is the most the biggest gun that shoots the most bullets?
You just point the no end at the bad guy and pull the trigger.
Yeah,
That would be the M41A rifle.
That is present in the armory. I doubt they're going to have the M41A in there.
I think all the armory items I have already dropped into the party sheet.
What is the worst for me to have?
A
That's-
flamethrower.
that's changed on the party sheet. The main tab is PCs. Let's see what this does.
I do not see this.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
have to
just
look
see
at the
inventory
stream.
and other.
It's
I
just a
guess it's
list.
a bonus.
It's just a list of the characters' names. You drop them in there. Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know.
point of order, Brian. When I go to Fantasy Grounds, not Fantasy Grounds, when I go to Twitch, it says GURPS 4E action redacted 3 actual play.
All right, let's fix that one.
Right. Yes. Based off of Daniel's suggestion there, I'm absolutely taking the M240 incinerator unit. What does this thing use as a weapon skill?
Is that like a flamethrower?
It uses
Apparently.
the gun skill. All right, updated. All right, so is the group heading back to the armory, or is Alex going alone?
I think at this point we should be going all together.
Yeah, let's
Be
stick
fine.
together.
Yeah.
All right, when you get back to the armory, you will see that the guy that you left there, the colonial marshal, is not there anymore.
Oh, so shouldn't it use liquid projector? Because that's what flamethrowers use. Which honestly is the same thing. It's still Dex -4.
Keep in mind we're using wildcard skills, so guns covers
Doesn't matter.
everything.
I don't have it.
So you will use straight Dex.
Dex -4.
No, straight Dex.
Dex -4.
You can use Dex -4 by choice, in that you want to deliberately not hit stuff, but if you wanted to hit stuff, you'd use Dex. Yes, so the guy that you left here is no longer here.
Is the only way out of here the way we came in, which I think was a ladder?
That's the only way that you know of at this point, yeah.
All right.
Maybe we should ask the guy who's in the.
I guess since you have access to the maps, you know there's this cargo lift here. So.
But that wouldn't be running because there's no power, right?
Correct.
All right. So Vanessa is going to go over to the ladder and like poke her head in and see if the guy's climbing up, because we really weren't
Crunch goes your
gone
head.
that long.
You'll poke your head through and you will see that he is not there.
Ask the dude in the cell. We should also ask him what the hell he's in there for.
Is that the plan?
Sure. Hey, guy in the cell, where'd the dude go?
You will press the intercom on the cell door and speak to the dude in there. He was laying down half naked, well, only in his underwear. He will stir at the sound of your voice. He will sit up and he'll say, "You're not that piece of shit. Who are you?"
I'm a different piece of shit. It's funny. I said that, and I'm in the process. I have the Alien soundtrack playing in the background, and just as I said that, it did the.
Nice.
But no, I'm not him. Where'd he go?
He will stand up and walk to the door and peer at your face through the little portal there, or viewport. He will look at you, and then I guess he'll see the others that are with you. He'll say, "My name is..." Actually, let me put it on combat tracker.
Let's see. Do I have any good social skills? Oh, yeah, I got manipulation.
He says, "My name is Thomas Campbell. I'm the marshal here."
Okay. Using the wildcard skills, what do you do for body language? Or
Observation.
detect lies. Okay. Success by 1 to see if I believe him.
There is nothing that he's currently saying that gives you any reason to doubt his what he's saying is true.
So why are you in there and that other guy not?
Do they have employee photos on the wall?
No, they don't seem to be that sort of
I
place.
mean, we are near the marshal's quarters, so this would be his place.
Well, you could go check the marshal's quarters. He might have personal photos and stuff.
Yeah, Vanessa's heading that way.
Sweet. She's going off by herself.
Yep.
All right.
There's an air vent in that room.
There's convenient air vents everywhere.
I know, right? And
I'm
don't
pretty-
worry, if it's near you, Vanessa, I will absolutely unload with this flamethrower.
So, quick question, like, so there's like icons on there. So there's like something that looks like a sideways T. What is that icon?
There's a legend
This?
at the top of the image.
Oh, I'm
That's
zoomed
an
in. I
air
can't see all.
vent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Weyland-Yutani has modified their outpost design plans following these events.
Yeah.
Well, knowing
How-
them,
not-
they may have made the air vents bigger because they're a bunch of assholes.
They are kind of idiots.
All right. So is that way shut off by the access terminal, or is that open?
That one is open.
Okay. So Vanessa will go in the marshal's quarters and start nosing around.
All right, you can give me an observation or perception roll, please.
Don't die. Wait, I'm talking to
Success
Vanessa.
by 2.
Can't say that.
There's an alien standing in the middle of the room.
Worst, he's dancing. You're not sure why.
He has a top hat and a cane.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Yeah, exactly.
All of us got it.
All right, so you'll take a little bit of time to search, but in your search, you will see that this room has been ransacked. There's stuff all over the place. It's like someone has clearly been looking for something. There is, stuff everywhere. You will find a photo frame on the floor. You'll pick it up and you'll see there's a photo of a person that looks awfully like the one in the cell, standing next to a woman which you presume is his wife and a child.
Sister.
Could be his sister.
I hope the
Absolutely.
kid's not theirs.
You will also find a key card.
What color is the key card?
Pocket
Right.
that.
We needed a key card for something. I don't
The-
remember what it was.
The key card has an image of the marshal. It actually states the marshal's name and position, and it is indeed the guy that is in the cell currently.
Who I've been asking about how he got there, and then
Yes.
probably ended up stupidly just opening the door to let him out, just because.
Is there like a computer terminal or anything in here? Or is it trashed?
I don't know. Have a look. Do any of those icons match a computer terminal?
There's an intercom. Looks like 3 beds.
Yeah, it doesn't look
No.
like there's one. But there's a
Okay.
nice big convenient air duct for an alien to drop out of. You should walk under it.
So, he will say, that piece of shit, Michaels, he got the better of me during the chaos of the lockdown and shoved me in here. I've been in here for days. Who are you people? I don't recognize you.
Who's Michaels?
That's the other guy that was here, who apparently wasn't here when we got back. The guy who claimed to be the.
Right, but who is he?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Like, was he a bandit or a terrorist, pirate?
He was one of the locals. Got himself into a fight with one of his associates and accidentally killed him. Well, given his demeanor, perhaps it wasn't an accident.
That's neat and all, but what the hell is going on? There was a big critter that bled acid and tried to eat us.
Is that a scientific term?
I will use scientific terms as appropriate. Big critter seems appropriate at this point.
Give me a not universe reaction. Give me a reaction roll.
Okay, so we do the reaction roll. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Do the reaction roll and then probably do manipulation to
Convince him
if
you're
it's
good?
Not great. Yeah.
Sure.
Neutral reaction and manipulation roll is success by 2.
How does your manipulation manifest?
We just want to get out of here. We're just contractors. I've already let him out. Do us a solid here, bro. We're very reasonable people who have just seen some unreasonable things.
He says, well, Mother locked this place down as a standard procedure whenever there's a potential biological containment breach.
Oh, well, that seems bad.
He says, I guess you could say that.
And we got to go back over there to turn it back on so we can just refuel.
Where's
So-
the rest of the station crew?
I bet they've been grabbed and cocooned.
I'm assuming you haven't met anyone else then.
Other
You
than
haven't seen that Michael's fella?
Well, he was here earlier, but then he went away. That's why we're wondering where he went. He was claiming to be the marshal. I never trusted him.
Yeah. Well, don't. Well, if you've not met anyone else, then I'm guessing they're all dead.
Fuck.
Well, that seems bad.
The captain curses as his dreams of paying off his ship go up in smoke.
And Greta will say, did you see Val? Do you know who Val is?
Val Smith, yeah.
That jackass. He's the worst of the worst.
What happened to him?
I don't know. Once Michael shoved me in here, I don't know what happened past that. He may be alive, but I'm guessing he's probably dead.
No, that can't be.
Well, let's go find out. We got to go turn on the thing again, so if you want to come with, you're welcome to come with.
Let me out of this place.
Already let him out.
He will stride out of the room and head directly to his quarters. When he opens the door to his quarters,
we know we're in trouble.
when he opens the door to his quarter, or when he steps into the doorway and sees the state of his room, he sort of just shakes his head and says, I'm going to kill that piece of shit. He will go in. He will see Vanessa looking around, and he says,
I already moved her out, so she was back in the hall.
okay. So he will then get dressed, come back, and he will head for the armory.
Right. I remember we needed a key card for something. What was it that we actually needed it for?
The keycards are utilized on all the doors where you see the access panel. It saves you from having to run a bypass. Unless there was something else that required a keycard, and I can't
thought
remember.
there was something else, but I
It was the
can't remember.
There was a door we couldn't get through.
it was the elevator to the reactor.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if you went onto that level yet.
Nope.
So what's left in the party sheet? He is going to grab one of the Kevlar vests, unless you stop him.
Why would we stop him?
I don't know.
He's like the marshal, right?
He's the
so
marshal.
that means he's the only one that can technically maybe authorize the payment, since he's the last surviving member of whatever.
He's probably your best bet at this stage. He
That
will
means he's going to
take.
be the very first to die.
He will take a shotgun.
I thought about taking a shotgun also.
He will also take the 2 reloads that are available for the shotgun. And I guess he will take one of the pistols.
Man, he's all kitted up.
Yeah, he's seen things.
I think the captain's going to take a Kevlar vest as well.
Doesn't really help when you get shot in the leg, though.
Nope.
You still wearing the suit?
He's doubling up his DR. What are you talking about, bro?
The compression suit.
Yeah, you'll have to remove the compression suit if you want to wear Kevlar.
Why?
I'm confused now actually why we need that compared to this guy doesn't have one on, right?
I don't have one on either because
Marshall?
mine got melted.
We don't need one in here, but if we try to leave here, we are going to need it.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to punk somebody and take theirs.
We need that when we're outside of atmosphere, in the normal atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll freeze to death.
Maybe I can run to the ship.
You probably could.
Well, you've got an incinerator. You just set
That's
yourself
true.
on fire.
Ooh, that's right. I'll be warm for the rest of my life.
We'll roast some marshmallows over you.
Oh, you're going with me.
I will drop the key card onto Vanessa since you found it. Are you going to divulge that you have it?
Nope.
Oh,
See, this is
wow.
why you can't trust her.
She won't divulge it. She'll have it, but I think when the marshal comes out with his kit, she'll probably hand it over to him since it's his. She's definitely not going to give it to Vask.
Lame. You should keep it on your person until you die and get dragged off somewhere we can't get to it.
Well, this will work if it's like, he has it and he dies and gets dragged off someplace without it.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah,
All
it's his Kevlar vest painted red, by the way.
It is.
It's
Um,
red, and interestingly enough, all of our compression suits are red as well.
Yeah, it has the same hue that you've got.
It'll be fine.
All right, so you'll hand over the key card to him.
Yep. Found this on the floor.
He says, "Thank you. This will make things a little bit easier." At which point he will. Well, actually, he doesn't have any ammo for his pistol, so he won't. Oh no, pistols come with ammo, 1 reload. So he will slam home the magazine into his pistol, holster it, and say, "Let's go. It's the reactor that you need to get to." But he says, "I think that's where they are."
They?
The things.
I'm suddenly less enthusiastic about going down there. Wait,
So
no.
your
hold on.
use of the plural is deliberate.
He nods, says, "Unfortunately."
Well, this is. I'm going to demand combat pay here, Captain. Maybe some hazardous duty pay.
I think if we all get out of here alive, you've more than earned it.
I don't care about anybody else getting out of here alive. I just want to get out of here alive. All right, let's go get ourselves murdered on sub-level whatever.
I just want to find Val.
And get murdered.
Thomas. He looks at you and, he's
Thomas.
Thomas Campbell. You're
Oh.
the prisoner. Actually, I should rename him. He is no longer a prisoner. He is the marshal.
He is the law.
I guess I'll leave him yellow at this point because curse his sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Well, luckily I got a flamethrower.
The captain's going to ask him again what he knows about those critters. Besides what he said about the containment thing. And he's got a manipulation of 14.
All right, give me a roll.
So he's like, okay. In open or in the...
You can do it open.
Rolled a 10, success by 4. Tied.
Defender wins. He says, "I don't know much about them, but it has something to do with what they were researching here."
Ooh, maybe I can get a whole
He's
look
like-
at their research.
Vanessa will just roll her eyes and say, "Figures, scientists."
If there's one thing that we've all learned from movies is that you can't trust a goddamn scientist.
What are you talking about? Spock was a scientist. You can trust him.
He would probably keep one of these things in a cage thinking it'll be secure.
Well, that's probably true because common sense is dead in the Star Trek universe.
Well, the Thomas looks to Greta and says, "Well, that scientist friend of yours, I wouldn't hold on to hope too much. Chances are he's dead. I think everyone's dead." And it's just about then that you hear the intercom sort of crackle a little bit. There's some static, and then it comes to life. And there's a sort of voice on the other end saying, "Is there anybody there?
See? Not everyone.
Please, is there anybody still there?"
Do we recognize this voice at all?
You do not recognize the voice.
Answer the intercom. Sure. Who's this? Where are you?
Thank God someone's still alive. My name's Jacobs. I'm in the maintenance. I'm in the maintenance office. Conveniently, it doesn't have any vents.
Maintenance office. What level is this? Is this 1?
It looks like it's on the same as us.
Who turned out the lights?
He didn't say conveniently it doesn't have the vents, but meta, conveniently it doesn't have any vents.
And conveniently, there's like 5 vents either along the way or right outside it.
So the captain says, who is this? Identify yourself. Who else is with you?
I'm alone. I'm the foreman. I've been stuck in here for days. I'm getting real hungry, but I'm not going out there. There's monsters running around. They grabbed Peter and dragged him off somewhere. He was screaming, "Please, please, come help me."
Vanessa's gonna look at the marshal and say, "You know, at Jacobs."
He nods, says, "Yeah, Jacobs is a foreman. I've seen him around. I guess the voice sounds a bit like him. Please, come help me. You need more NPCs, just in case you die."
Captain's gonna like ask whoever has the map or the plans, like, where is this
Everybody
place
has
at?
a copy of it. Anybody who has what was that thing called?
PDAT? No.
Sigson System Diagnostic Device.
Yeah.
I think, does everybody have one of those?
No, not everyone has one.
Oh, right. Well, anybody who has a handheld computer or camera or something like that.
So he's looking at the map. How far away from our location?
Well, you're there, and the maintenance officer's over there. Thomas Campbell says it's not too far, but there could be those things along the way.
Well, that's why we got people like Vanessa to throw out of them.
There could be those things on the way if we just stand here the whole time. I don't think we're getting around that.
What do you say, Cap?
Well, I think we need to get as many people as we can.
All right.
Meat shields, good idea.
I mean, plus we have a duty to help save them.
Or whatever.
Do we though?
Do we? And then
Let's
and it's
just get going.
I totally envision Vanessa and Bask are both like, "Do we?" And then they look at each other with a, "Oh God!"
Did we just agree on something? Ugh,
It'll pass. It'll pass.
like a kidney stone.
All right, so I'll get you to move yourselves. I will move Marshall. You can move yourselves into the cargo hold. As you encounter these doors with the access terminals, you'll see the Marshal will swipe his card and they'll open.
Marshall is invisible.
Is he? Is he visible now?
No.
That's him there.
Nope.
No, don't see him.
Now?
There he is.
Yep, there he is.
Yes.
Well, there's a circle visible, but I don't see a portrait there.
I do.
Yeah, I see a portrait.
Do you?
You just suck.
Maybe.
What if I share the portrait image? Maybe that'll reload it for you. 1 second.
Oh, did you pull that off the portrait thingy?
No, I pulled it off the tracker. Let me add him to the tracker again. And
Oh, I don't see him on the tracker either.
I do.
oh, yeah?
I think something's going on with you, Daniel. You suck.
Maybe reconnect. Is anyone else seeing issues?
No.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
So it's his turn to be that guy.
Well, I know he's there, so I guess good enough.
You're
I'll
that
remove him
guy.
and add him.
Now he's gone.
He should be back.
Now he's back. Well, until the token is back.
And his token should
Now
be
he's
there.
back.
Yeah, still don't see him.
You need to
No
log
idea.
out, log back in.
Yep, I see him.
I'm not logging out. Not important. He'll be dead soon enough.
Unless you die and you have to take his character over, but he's apparently invisible.
Well, that'll be to my benefit, won't it?
Will it?
Okay.
Very scowly
That's him.
fellow.
Can I get a perception or observation roll, please, from everyone?
I am ready to burn people with my flamethrower. Also, maybe some aliens. Ooh, margin crit by 10 for Vask.
Nice.
Okay, Vas, can you give me an IQ roll?
I can.
There's
Everyone that has succeeded
By
will,
6.
as you
there's a
sort
little
of,
pile of goo on the floor, and you feel the incredibly undeniable urge to stick your damn hand in it.
so everyone that's succeeded the roll, you will see on the floor over here, there is a fairly large spider-looking creature with a long tail. Everyone should be familiar with face huggers,
What are you talking about? I've never seen one before.
except it seems to have curled up and died. It's laying on its back. Its legs are sort of folded in
Gosh.
on itself. But Alex, that is not all, because you can hear something else, and you know that you are not alone in here.
Hey, I think there's something else in here.
I should probably let me check something. The captain has common sense. Give me an IQ roll.
All right.
I want you to fail it. Roll an 18, because it'd be great.
Success by 7.
That's not a fail. What's up with that, man?
All right, Captain. You suddenly realize that you're carrying this motion tracker.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I've used it before,
Yes.
Remember.
Well, you remember that you're carrying a motion tracker.
so probably should just keep trying to use it every couple minutes.
I think there's something in here.
He's like, fuck. He's like, almost losing my legs, got my brain riled up. I forgot I had this thing. He like pulls it out and activates it.
All right. You will activate it, and it'll go. Dum, 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 dum. And you're sort of moving it around, and all of a sudden it goes. Whew.
Well, that can't be good.
Someone
we
someone
sort of knew
needs to
something
have
was moving in
the
there
sound
anyways.
effect handy.
Can't play them.
That's good.
I don't know how to play them.
I don't know how that works, but I thought we had sounds now.
There is sound in Fantasy Grounds. I'm not exactly sure how that works though.
Probably the wrong time to try to figure that out. But you should have thought of that.
Yeah, GM.
So over there, you will sort of pan it around, and there is a blip appearing on your scanner there.
Does it give us any details? Like the size of the move,
Nope.
the object or anything like that?
Nope. Just gives-
I think you'll get a sense of the speed based on the signal. Is it coming from where the pointer is pointing?
Are you seeing the token?
Yeah.
I'm guessing
What?
you're not seeing a token.
Oh, I can see it.
I see a token in the maintenance office. Looks like a circle with a green thing in it.
Oh,
Okay.
yep. Are you not seeing anything there, Daniel?
He disconnected, so I'm guessing that answers your question.
Oh no.
We will wait for him to
Fine.
reboot. Can I get a Comtech roll, please, from the captain?
A contact?
Comtech.
Comtech.
Oh, contact. See,
If he doesn't have it,
abilities.
he should totally just shove it off the Vask and say, "You should be running this stupid thing.
Failure by 1.
You're not doing it right, sir."
It can't be. You're reading us. No, I'm reading it right.
Is that the contact for my motion sensor?
Yes.
Well, he looks at his crew. Greta, maybe Alex. I don't know. Any of you guys know how to work this thing?
Absolutely.
Well, you know how to work it, and you're picking up a signal.
I mean, I know how to work it, but I may not be the best. And he's all about delegating. So
Well, there was a guy in the maintenance office. So if we're picking up movement in the maintenance office, we were expecting that.
I'm totally going to open the maintenance office door. I should have had impulsive.
All right.
Well,
So
you can behave impulsively whether you have it or not.
you attempt to open the maintenance office door. You press the button, and it goes dee and it flashes red. The
Hey,
marshal,
you might want to do a thing here.
We need a red key card.
he steps forward and swipes it, and the door.
And an alien lunges out and eats our head.
As the door opens, you will see this guy sort of run behind, sort of turn and run behind the desk and sort of duck behind it.
Dude, we were just talking to you on the intercom.
He will stand up and says, I thought you were one of them.
They can open doors now?
I don't know. Thank God you're here.
Where did everybody go?
Why do you look like a
Mr.
radar?
Mr. Radar.
I will remain a radar.
Why? That's wrong. I have this strong suspicion that this dude is, already had a face hugger on him, and he's fine now.
Where is everybody?
He says, I don't know. I've been in here for days. I've heard some screams. Vask.
Yep.
You will hear something else in the cargo hold. There's sort of a bit of a rattle and scrape in amongst the cargo containers.
What is the range on the motion tracker?
It's long range. It can go like 500 yards in the open.
Calling everyone's attention to that. What was that? From over there.
Is anyone reacting?
I'm gonna turn and start looking in the direction he indicates and ready a gun.
Okay, he's no longer a radar.
Oh God, he doesn't even have a portrait. He's dead.
All right, so I will assume that the captain, unless he handed off the motion tracker to someone.
He did. Well, he's like, I don't think this thing's working right. Who has a higher contact? Who's good with this stuff? Probably Alex.
Alex is good, yeah.
He's like, Alex.
I'll absolutely come over there, and that
See,
will totally distract me from, when I shoot my crappy flamethrower.
oh my god.
This is gonna be great. I want to see how many feces I can take out with the flamethrower.
All right, give me a comtech roll, please.
You need to stay in front of me, Alex.
Success
right.
by 2.
So you'll grab it and you'll start sort of scanning around, and
Why
there's
did you have it zoomed in all the way, sir?
Badoop, 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 woo, 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 and over here there is a blip.
Well, a blip can't hurt us.
No, a blip can't hurt you, but it's when it transforms. It appears to be moving in your direction. Woo, woo, woo.
Gonna find some cover.
Perfect.
Yep.
Jacobs, he will look alarmed.
That'll be perfect.
Need a semicircle pointer.
Yeah, actually, we need at the very least, we need a 30-degree cone.
The Jacobs will say, "What's that?" He'll see the motion tracker, and he'll say, "It's them, isn't it?" And he'll run back into the maintenance office and hide behind the desk. The pings are getting louder.
You should stay over there. Totally getting ready to spray somebody with the flamethrower. The captain might want to reposition me.
Hold on.
All right,
It'll be
Alex
fine.
Let me reposition
is
before we
Alex-
do combat.
is Alex pointing out where he's getting the reading?
No. I suspect he's doing like Hudson was doing, where it's like the weapon, the flamethrower, currently is pointing up, and he's focusing, and in his other hand he's got the motion tracker, and is reading it. But he is unless you're saying am I pointing out where it's coming from? But yeah,
That's
definitely
what I mean.
doing that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The
Max is going to go peek around the corner then.
the little distance meter is showing 20 yards as it
Meters.
well
We're in
meters.
aliens.
20 meters. Whew, whew.
In the future, the English measure system will be banished.
All right, so you appear around the corner. You may make a will roll or suffer some more stability, as you will see an alien.
Doesn't know what it is.
I get more stability.
Yep.
Can I voluntarily get more stable?
You can voluntarily get more stable if you can find some way to properly utilize your signature item.
I did do that last time.
And I think you recovered,
No, I don't think it was discussed.
or maybe you didn't lose any. All right, so you don't have an incident, but you can see there is an alien. It is bigger than the other. Actually, sorry, no, it's not bigger than the other.
Oh my
I
god.
don't know why it would be.
Let me
Maybe
drop
it's
it
the
on the
big brother.
tracker.
Well, if there's something over there, I'm gonna freaking shoot it.
And what's the size mod on these things again? 1?
+1. All right, so it is creeping Does Baker have mobility?
What do you mean?
The mobility skill.
Is that a thing?
That is a thing.
No, he does not.
Then you can make a dex roll.
You're gonna get eaten.
Eh? I have close combat. I also have dex.
Dex is the default. Alright, so you will peer around and you will see this thing creeping on all fours, its tail sort of whipping around behind it as it moves. It does not appear to have seen you.
What was the mobility thing for?
Stealth.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't actually say that out loud. Right, well, as stated, I want to friggin' shoot it. Guns
Alright.
for a reason.
Taking the shot. Any aim?
No. No, I don't think I want to stick my head out there quite that long. Okay, we got... Which means basically got nothing but range, size mod, and this is shot. Ah!
You added the bonus, the rate of fire bonus, because you're outside the half D, I think.
Yeah, I built that in.
All right. So you fire and miss.
Those are supposed to be for up close and personal.
At this point, you will see the creature will whip its head around into your direction and bare its needle-like teeth before it looks like it's going to charge at you. All right, so since you started, we will move from you. Campbell shouts, "Where is it?" as he moves towards Baker.
That's right. Stand right under that vent.
All right, this thing will now charge. Alex.
Okay. Hold on. I have to look something. I'm gonna say he does nothing this round due to the combat hesitancy perk.
All right. I'm behind Alex. Okay. What are those things again? You said they were cubicles, those squares.
No, they're cargo containers and stuff.
Oh, sorry, cargo containers. So is there cover to shoot over them?
No, these are too high to shoot over. They're like stacked.
Okay, so then Alex doesn't see the drone really. That's like
Suppose not.
armor, but he knows it's there, right?
Could probably see
I'm
the
not.
motion track over Alex's shoulder there.
Okay, he's like, yeah, he's just like issuing command, telling everybody get, have their guns ready and blast this thing to Kingdom Come when it comes out.
Have your guns ready, except for you, Alex. Keep that thing pointed up.
Am I able to, in this game, use my command to do any sort of, boosts morale or actors? Is there anything that I can do?
Well,
With my
command
command
covers all the leadership type skills, tactics, strategy, and all that sort of stuff. So if those skills can give you the benefit you're looking for, then yes.
Okay, can I do like a skill check to maybe give a boost to fright checks or something like that? Morale.
Unfortunately not, but you can certainly, if someone has been frightened and they're stunned, you can do a roll to try and help snap them out of it.
Okay, how about a tactics roll? Or, is there anything that I can do, I guess, with my command? help
Not that I
us
can
be
think
ready.
of.
Okay. Then he's just gonna have his shotgun out, ready and aiming in the general direction of the bad guys.
All right,
And then I guess that's it.
Vanessa.
How tall are these things that are next to us? Are they like chest high, like 8 feet tall?
They vary between sort of 5 to say 9 feet.
Okay.
So you can't shoot over them or anything like that, but you can certainly move between them.
Alrighty. So she heard the gunshots go, so I think she's going to start moving in that direction.
Okay. Greta is going to move towards the alien. She's impulsive,
And she has a big honking bolt gun.
so she's going to go.
At least here, it's less likely for her to hit a PC.
Hey, you will catch a glimpse of the creature there. Give me a will roll to see if you suffer some stability loss.
Who's that? Sorry?
For Greta.
A will roll? All
Will
right.
roll, yes.
Come on, you can fail it.
Sure.
Yay!
Failed by 3, so Greta, you will suffer the loss of 1 stability.
Okay.
There might have been a little P.
Max.
All right. I want to take one more shot here, and then I'm going to pull back around the corner. So I got that, and this will be at the close range. 1 shot. God damn it!
Do you want to suffer a loss of stability to make that a success?
Come on, it's an
Sure.
alien
Why the
thing.
hell not?
All right. Remove 1 stability as you're shaken, and it from that you pull something out of your ass, and you will successfully hit this thing unless it dodges.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be wasted if it actually dodges.
But it does not do thy damage.
That could have been worse.
Ouch.
Oh, and that'll definitely be random. Hold on.
Oh, and that's plus.
See, this is going to be, well,
Humanoid hit location. Ooh, no. Tail. Yeah.
it does have a tail. What would that make it?
Is there a quadruped hit location?
Guess that would work.
Yeah, that's what I would probably use.
Quadruped it is.
Because when they run, they do run on all 4.
Oh!
Ooh! Oh, man.
Well.
Rolled a 3. Shot him in the skull.
Nice. Well, you hit
That's a
this
nice
thing.
butt ton of damage.
You hit this thing front on, and its head just opens up, spraying its acid gore everywhere.
Unfortunately, that acid spray is going to hit this thing here and cause it to explode.
It comes sliding to a stop right there in front of you and just starts melting stuff. It is dead.
I got it. I think I got it.
It doesn't even move. It doesn't even do its death throws.
What is that, 90 points of damage?
It would have been.
Because he did 20, but you subtract that by 2 for the skull, and then it's
Well, it
times
has
4?
natural DR too, probably.
True.
You would have taken it quite negative. You would have done 48 points of damage to it.
Damn.
Oh, doubled.
But it's to the skull.
Oh, it's to the
Is that
skull,
times
so it's
4?
not. It's times 4, but not. You don't get the plus. All right, it is dead.
Yeah, good shot.
Campbell sort of rounds the corner, sees this thing. He will make a will roll, and he'll say, "Yeah, that's them." Vanessa, you can make a will roll. I'm going to basically crit hunt because a dead one is not so scary.
Success by 0.
All right, so you're standing around looking at this thing as it eats through the floor. What's the plan now?
Is there
The
more?
motion tracker seems to be only picking up you guys.
Okay, I think that's it. Thump, thump, thump.
I think we better hurry.
Yeah, we should probably throw the motion detector into the party sheet so I can throw it on mine. I don't know how heavy it is, but just in case it messes with my encumbrance level. All right.
I will move it from. It is now in the party sheet.
Right. We should probably head on to the place.
Jacobs comes out after everything seems to have died down.
It's dead. Wow, you don't even have a picture.
His foreman's uniform is red.
I can't seem to really focus on his face. He's got a super forgettable face.
Was that actually all the ammo that was in the security office?
Are you out?
Well, I've used 2 rounds out of 5, so
That was all the ammo.
Damn
The
it.
marshal has a reload, 2 reloads. So if you need more ammo, you could possibly ask the marshal.
Right. Well, come along, dude. We're heading down to where there's more of these things.
He says, "Are you crazy? We should get out of here."
We have to go down to get
In
out
order
of here
to-
because we have to
In
turn
order
the
to get out
reactor.
of here, we have to go down there.
Why? What do you mean?
The reactor's off. We can't refuel the ship without the reactor on.
He says, "I don't think that's a good idea. Captain, this is probably a good time to use your command, or if someone has
What?
manipulation, they can certainly try and manipulate Jacobs."
I'd say it's definitely not a good idea, but unless you got some spark plugs shoved up your ass, I think it's the only one we got.
We don't need spark plugs. We need the fuel.
That's right.
We need
to
spark
get the
plugs to
fuel,
operate
and we
the
need
fuel.
power. We need to get the power
So
back
it'll
on.
be fine. You can come with us, and I'm certain you won't die horribly. Success by 1 on the manipulation.
All right. Well, he will step out of the room. He will look down to the dead or the motionless facehugger. He'll shudder a little bit.
Man,
And-
you didn't even have to make a stability roll. We see how it is.
He will
Doomed.
shudder a little bit. And he probably looks just a little bit too long staring at this thing before he sort of takes a few steps in the direction that you guys are walking. And you see he sort of scratches his chest a little bit.
Gosh, I wonder what that could mean. This is great. None of us have any in-universe knowledge.
Nope.
Well, I'm going to go check out the little big spider thing with the tail.
It appears to be dead. It's slimy, and you can pick it up with the barrel of your
What the heck is this?
the barrel of your flamethrower, and it just sort of dangles there. But it looks very alienish. Definitely nothing you've seen before.
Yep.
You grab a few photos and you move on, I guess.
Kind of wish
How do we
I
get-
had something I could stick that thing in and take it with me, but to
Of course you
dissect
do.
it later. But
Damn scientist. How do we get down to the next level?
once
The
that
marshal
thing
says,
could we maybe use the cargo lift?
it doesn't go
Which is
down
right
to that
there.
level.
Maybe
You
use the
won't be
cargo
able
lift.
to use the cargo lift because there's no power, but I'm not sure if it even goes to the level below. Campbell says we'll need to take the elevator, but
But it doesn't have any power.
they're probably out if there's no power, which means we'll have to take the emergency hatch ladder.
Sweet. I'm certain this won't end poorly, especially for the captain who's got a ruined leg.
Those of you that are still wearing compression suits, Campbell says, you might want to take those off. They're big and bulky. It's going to make it hard to climb.
We already climbed
Good
down
idea.
from the surface.
And it was hard.
He says, well, suit yourselves, and he'll wander off. Everyone will need to make a mobility or a dex roll to climb. You are at +2 to climb a ladder, minus your encumbrance level.
Sweet.
So what would light be? -1?
-1.
-1. Yep.
Success by 7. Come on, I want somebody to fail.
Now, how far down was this one? Is this just one level down?
Doesn't matter.
It's one level down. It's not as far as the previous, but it's maybe half that, so maybe 30 yards.
Jesus Christ. They're really tall levels.
Well, no, there's a lot of rock between them. No one's falling.
I know, right?
Uh,
We got the marshal and the guy who's incubating.
Well, the captain made it by 4. I don't know what penalty I would have for the leg.
I think it's -3
-5.
on. Is it -5 or is it -3?
I'm just, he said he made it before, so I was just like, -5.
-5. That's the magic number.
Yeah, I think it's -3. When you're lame, and the captain is very lame.
When you're lame.
Let me stick you on the level below.
AKA presumably where we all die.
I could always also take like an extra minute to get down.
The cargo does not go to this level.
No, he said extra minute to, extra time. Right. Because we have to get into the cable car and go to the reactor, which is 13 freaking kilometers away. But the cable car is not going to have any power.
All right, so yes, -3 to climb. And you are half move and half your basic speed. I didn't know that, so you're actually slower.
Well, there's a convenient med bay and surgical bay here.
Round
So
down.
maybe they will have a nice groovy little thing that we can strap onto his leg so he doesn't suck as much. Meanwhile,
So half 5 will be 2.
right. So how do we make the cable car go? Is this something that the engineering types are going to need to fiddle with to make it happen? Without we can, the rest
Assuming
of
we'd have
us,
to walk
some
that.
of us. I don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to walk that.
No, we definitely don't want to walk that, but I don't know that we have a choice.
That's what I'm saying. It's like if you guys can jury rig something to make the cable car go.
Okay, so this place seems very much like the previous level. There is emergency lighting. There is the cable car off to the side. The marshal says there's another security officer on this level.
What stands to reason?
He says that like he didn't realize it.
He says there should be some stuff in here. We should re-equip. He will use his card,
That's the last we see of him.
and if anyone follows, you'll see he will curse and say, "Damn it, someone's already been through this."
Well,
He goes, the only thing we got left is this," and he comes out holding a motion tracker and what looks to be a battery for the motion tracker. Oh, and since you used the motion tracker, can I get a D6 roll? On a 1, the battery has run out. Ooh, I saw
Roll a
the
5.
1. Okay, the battery is still fine. So I will drop this stuff into the party sheet. If anyone wishes to grab it, they are welcome to grab it.
sounds like I need to grab one of the damn batteries. It could really suck. It's like, use it twice and roll, or use it once, roll crap. So roll 1. Oh, battery's out. Use it again. Battery's out.
Yep.
What kind of piece of junk is this? Right. So back to the original question is how do we make the cable car go?
It says the controls are in the car itself. It should, even if the power's out, it should be operational.
Okay.
He says, fortunately, there's a vent in the roof. No, he doesn't say that.
But do we want to deviate to go to the med bay to maybe try to patch up the captain further so he's no longer moving it to and all that jazz?
How about we go to the med bay, get supplies, and then patch him up in the cable car?
Yeah. Well, that's fine-ish.
Apparently the captain just passed out.
Uh-oh. So we have to carry him in there and leave him in the med bay. I'm sure he'll be fine. It'll be one of those ISO things like was in Prometheus.
Right, so you're heading to the med bay?
That's my recommendation, to try to patch up the captain so he's no longer super slow.
Seconded.
All right. Well, the
Before we proceed forward, if I understand how the ranges of these motion detectors, it should cover. Will it cover this entire area if I use it?
it will cover the entire area. I think it's underground. It's like 100 yards or 100 meters.
The motion trackers are ultrasonic, so it kind of depends on sound attenuation, but
Well, I was just thinking about, activating it and see if we've got movement down here to see before we
I'd
proceed
say
forward.
there's no good reason not to.
Yep. Let's see if I can burn through a battery. Motion detector, success by 4. Battery roll 6.
So you're good. Battery's holding up. All right. there will be some blips. You will get some whew, whew, whew.
Definitely pass that on.
Drop them on the thing. What for?
Hey, they have a weapons testing facility. Maybe they have some spare, lasers. I do kind of want to get into the science lab.
You should totally go in there.
There are 3. I'm not so sure about that now.
I'm sure they were perfectly secure when the scientists left last.
Right. So, if nothing else, we should at least try to be sneaky as we are proceeding forward.
Defeated by lots, so you're getting a few pings. Now you don't know if these are people or
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Right. So we should sneak.
You never know. Val could be alive. He is a scientist. He could be in the science lab.
He could be in a cocoon too.
No.
Well, then you could save him.
He's just got a serious case of
Heartburn.
heartburn.
So Greta will say, "You're picking up something from the science lab?"
It's not clear enough for me to identify. I'm picking up motion. It's in that roughly that general direction, but if you recall how the alien trackers work, they are not that clear.
Right. So I have placed all the things that appear to be
Nice.
moving at this point.
Nice.
Do it, Greta.
So
Yeah,
due
Greta-
to his injury, I think we're going to end the fact that FX is like AFK. We'll have to leave the captain and possibly the unnamed guy who's about to have a chest burster, or maybe the marshal there in the security office while the rest of us go and get killed.
Sure.
And they're dead.
Not yet. All right. So move yourselves to where you're going.
Because
Stealthily
Greta failed her impulsiveness check,
or
she
not.
is going to head right for the science lab.
Just running.
We still doing
yeah.
the zones thing here.
Yes.
So presumably we're all going to be in the hallway zone. While the rest of us tell Greta to stop being so loud.
She's like, "Val, come on, we got to get in here."
Shh! Stop it!
All right. Since you're leaving the marshal, he will give you his key card and he'll say, "You'll probably need this. Don't lose it."
Because we weren't thinking, we totally let Greta take it, so she can just get us into all sorts of trouble by just proceeding straight into the science lab with it.
Let's see if she fails her impulsiveness to use the card. Okay, so she hesitates.
It may peek through the window first.
All right. You
So what do we
peek through.
see?
You peek through the window and you will see a science lab. And Greta, you will see your boyfriend.
Dun dun dun.
And what do I see exactly?
Oh God, more scientists.
So I see Val, but what's happening to Val? What's his context?
All right. You will see. Okay. In a container, like a cylinder, clear, transparent cylinder, you can see what looks to be a live version of the spider-like face hugger. No need to be weird about descriptions. You will see a live version of a face hugger contained within a transparent cylinder filled with some sort of fluid. You will see here your boyfriend Val, who is looking to the south, and he's very quietly sneaking low around the table that the specimen is on.
You should absolutely open the door and scream out his name.
Oh man.
Let me put him on the
Oh, boy.
tracker.
You know you want to, don't you?
Well, let's see here. Let me do an IQ check to see if I can kind of. I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, I'll do another impulsive check. To hell with it. I kick the. I open the door.
Call out his name. Rush toward him.
All right, you call out his name,
Well, no,
He
that
will-
was me. I didn't. I don't know if I was just joking. I don't know if Greta actually did that.
I think that's what Nosh said. You called out his name. You opened the door and called out his name.
I basically the impulsiveness to now that I've seen him to open the door, but realizing he's trying to be cautious.
Okay, so the door opens, and you will see Val turn to look at the open doorway, and he is surprised to see you. And he sort of, after the initial shock sort of wears off, he shakes his head. No, run!
And Greta is going to just shake her head back and wave him to come over.
All right. You will hear the squeal. Apologize for the dog. You will hear the squeal of an alien in the room, and Val begins to run.
Excellent.
Perfect timing for me to wheel around and use that flamethrower, right?
Seems appropriate.
I am going to have to relieve you of that flamethrower.
He hasn't burned anything yet.
You can see his token and everything. Yep.
Yep.
All right, so he runs. Vanessa.
Like, oh, we're doing this.
Uh-huh. All right, so Vanessa's going to hear the door, hear the yell, turn around, and ready her bolt gun.
Oh, I see. So you're going to shoot Greta in the leg so she knows how it feels.
And she's going to aim it at Vask. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Maybe.
Hey, I can get most of the PCs with this flamethrower right here.
So Greta is going to kind of peek into the room, but she's going to make sure she's definitely not blocking the way for Val to escape.
Okay.
Looks like we didn't leave the captain behind after all.
He hobbled up.
This is great. That means we left the other guy, the marshal, with the other guy.
Yeah,
I
he's been
guess
trying to catch up.
Max was probably in the process of trying to stop Higgs from opening the damn door and letting death out.
You should just shove her in and shut the door.
That's a thought.
But
At the moment, I think he's moving up and positioning himself so that he can shut the doors in case that needs to happen in a hurry and she's not ready.
I am doing nothing. Wait, no, I was progressing into the med bay. And then the other door opened, and it's like, what?
Hold on a moment. We'll just take a 5-minute break. See what this dog's doing.
Better than the bird. The bird was crazy.
Yes, it is crazy, but it is the cutest thing. All right, 5-minute break.
All right.
Roger,
I guess I'll get back up.
All right, we are back.
Wake up. Time to die.
Captain, I think it was your turn.
Yes. So he, for some reason, got left behind, or everybody rushed ahead. So he's been trying to catch up. So I think at this point, he's just going to do his movements. What is my move?
2.
2 or 3? My move is 5 normally. Is it rounded down or up?
Rounds up.
So my move of 3. So he's like hobbling 1, 2, 3. And he's got his shotgun ready. He's like, "What's going on? You find another one?" That's pretty much it.
All right, so Val keeps charging for the door. He says, "Run!"
Any trips?
Sorry.
Okay.
You should waste him with your bolt gun. He's probably
Vanessa.
infected.
He might be. Vanessa is just going to basically, can she take a weight and do an action if she's if she can see an alien or something come into view, that she could actually shoot without having to shoot Greta first?
Yeah, you could take a step, or you could just take weight.
Yeah, she's just going to take a weight until something comes into view
Clear
that she
shot.
can actually shoot. Yeah, clear shot.
As soon as he clears the door, she is going to shut it
And it doesn't close.
That door was always sticky.
All right, Max.
Max is taking a wait in case Higgs misses the close the door button.
Okay, charging around the corner. You will see another. Oh, actually, I should drop it on the map now. This is slightly different to the other aliens. This is bigger, and it looks more bad. Alex, it's your turn.
Just turn around to see what the hell's going on.
I
Should
mean, do
shut
we
the doors
know?
behind you.
We know this thing's coming at us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks scarier. Everyone needs to make a will roll or lose some stability.
I actually can't see it yet.
What's the captain doing?
Actually, neither can the captain.
Do you want me to roll right now?
You can roll now. I'm going to assume that you
Preemptively?
will see it.
Yeah. Okay. Will success by. Oh, that wasn't me.
Nope, that was me.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Failure by what?
boy.
So you will lose one preemptively. Are you doing anything?
I'm gonna be taking a wait. Man, there's so many people in front of me, huh?
You'd limp forward and shove some of them into the room.
That's a good idea, Max. No, I'm just kidding. He's
I mean,
gonna
Greta
do
did
like
shoot
one.
you in the leg.
He doesn't know that unless she confessed to it. All right, he's gonna take a couple steps and just aim. Oh crap! He doesn't want to shoot anybody. It's his crew, so he's just gonna take a wait maneuver, and it'll be basically if anything comes between me and the crew. Like if I have a clear shot, then he'll fire. Otherwise, he's not gonna fire.
All right. Val will stumble through the door, at which point, Higgins, your weight triggers, and you start to shut the door, and it starts going.
Does my weight trigger as well?
Yes, I guess you will see it, so your weight will trigger too. So you can take a step so that you get a clear shot.
That would be at a -2 for the distance. So success by 0.
+1, maybe
Oh.
+2 for size mod.
Size mod. Yeah, I have the thing selected.
It's
I'm not sure
plus
why.
2 for the size mod on these.
Okay, so it basically negates the distance penalty because I'm at a -2 for
All right,
distance.
so you can roll to hit because this thing was sprinting. No defense.
Okay, so I've rolled the hit. Now I've rolled damage.
All right, this is the bolt gun.
And, yeah, do I need to roll a hit location on it?
You can roll a hit location, or you can choose center mass. Your choice.
What?
Quadruped
is
is what we
quadruped?
used. Yeah, that's what Daniel used. Since you might hit its tail.
Nope, just chest.
All right, that's plus. All right, that is a major wound. All right, does these have high pain? I think they do. They do. So that is a success on the knockdown roll. You hit this thing, and a large hole splatters, acid everywhere, but it doesn't seem to have dropped it. It keeps charging forward. I guess it would have knocked it back, though. At 21, knockback on bullets is 3 times strength, so no.
What's its DR?
DR is 6.
Damn. So 3, 6 for both sides is brain. 15? Is that more or fewer than 15 hit points?
Isn't the knockback based on the damage roll, not the injury?
Right, different question though.
Okay, so what was your question?
More or fewer than 15 hit points?
It has more than 15 hit points.
Oh, then it didn't over-penetrate. If it had penetrated all the way through, then the knockback probably wouldn't have occurred.
In any case, it wasn't enough to knock it back anyway, so it keeps charging forward. Wasn't supposed to do that. All right, Vanessa, it is your normal turn.
Gonna reload. Or start reloading, I should say.
So, like I said, as soon as Val clears that door, Greta is shutting the door.
All right. So the door is currently shutting. You've already hit the button. It is shutting. They're not Star Wars doors, these ones.
Okay, so if that's the case, she is going to move back.
All right, Max.
Yeah. So the door is closing. I think Max is going to take a step over here and get ready to grab Vanessa in case she gets blinders on.
Oh, damn it.
Well,
It falls unconscious. It goes sliding to a halt there as the door shuts on it. But it is sort of flopping about a little bit before the door shuts. Sad face.
So does the door shut? Is the door trying to shut on it, or did it make it past the door?
No, it didn't make it past the door.
All right. Vanessa is basically going to take her boot and start shoving it back through the door so the door will close.
All right.
Shove, shove, shove.
You shove
And you
it,
get
the
some
door
blood.
will shut.
And Greta will go and throw her arms around Val and hold him tight. And
Just in
say,
time for the
so glad-
the face hugger thing to punch out and get both of you.
So happy or so glad you're safe and in my arms.
we really don't have time for this shit.
And her finger goes up to Baker.
Val will sort of compose himself and he'll say, we can't go yet. I was in the process of backing up the data on these terminals. We need to get back in there. I need to finish what I was doing. We can't leave before I have this research data.
Are there any more of those things in there, Val?
There was just the one. It dropped out of the
Okay.
vent just before you arrived.
Well, I'm so glad we got here when we did. Okay, everybody, we got to go back in there. And
Wait
she
a minute.
punches the door open again.
Oh my God,
The door will open.
impulsive.
The door will
Come on.
open, and the alien that was charging you before is motionless on the floor. Though I guess you will see sort of steam, or not steam, but some mist from its mouth as it's still breathing. It is not dead. It is slowly leaking acid onto the floor, which is eating a hole.
Bolt gun, point directly at the head and finish it.
And flash everybody.
Yes.
Okay. I notice people are stepping back. All right, so you get a coup de grace, except this time you know that there's acid, so you may make a defense roll.
That would be
Dodge.
Okay.
18.
Oh my God, yeah.
16 works.
16.
That's pretty bad.
All right, as the head explodes from your massive bolts or rivets, you are splashed with acid.
I got some in
Location.
my mouth. It burns.
Splashes you on the leg.
That's funny. I think I was shot. I was splashed on the leg too.
I was
Gonna
shot in
have
the leg.
to strip out of that suit.
Dagnabbit.
All right, so the acid begins to burn your suit. It doesn't have enough strength to injure you right away, but it's getting there.
Yeah, go ahead and take off the daggum suit.
All right, you will take off the suit, and your suit, at least the leg portion of your suit, is now useless as the acid burns through it. The alien that you just murderized is leaking acid everywhere, and it is beginning to, erode a hole at the front of the doorway.
Well, that was dumb.
Vanessa, you should remove the compression suit from your inventory.
Wave bye
Yep.
bye to your DR.
Woohoo! Yay!
Well, after everything is apparently secure, Val will step in and continue to mess around with the terminal.
I'm gonna be asking him about these things. What are they?
Give me a reaction roll, or you can choose manipulation for a good reaction.
So, fail by 1. Let's see. Do I want to elect that? Nah, I'm not going to elect that now.
You can
Greta-
take some stability.
Greta
Sure, I'll
is
take
going
a
to
point of
ask-
stability to drop that or to make that a success by 0.
I was just going to say, Greta could also give this a shot. I think she might have a more emotional sway on her boyfriend.
You never know.
Well, Greta automatically has a good reaction with the boyfriend.
Maybe.
Actually, give me a roll, but +4 on your reaction.
You absolutely need to roll an 18 here, Nosh. Oh, right. That was a reaction roll. I should have been a 3 then.
All right. So, what's your questioning of?
So she's just going to say, Val, what the fuck is going on around here? What are these damn things?
He will say, these are alien life forms which we have been studying. Unfortunately, we have had a breach of containment. They have managed to escape. We thought we could manage the situation, but it got out of control very quickly. Unfortunately, I think most of the people here are dead or have been taken captive by the creatures. He says we should, once I've done backing up this data, we should make our escape.
Greta says, well, okay, but how long has this been going on for? I mean, who out there knows about this? This is all very fucked up.
He says that has been the purpose of this facility. We have been here for quite some time. I think years, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, we've been here for a long time.
Well, how are you going to make sure these things don't get off this damn planet?
He says, well, I don't think we should worry about that. We should make our way off this planet and leave as soon as possible. I'm nearly done backing up.
Well, I'm all for that. Let's get the hell out of here.
While they're messing around with that and not being eaten, Max is going to go in there and look for their hazmat cabinet. I forget what the hell you call it, but they're going to have a storage area with all their hazmat stuff, and look for an acid neutralizing agent. They should have something there for spills, especially in a place like this.
Well, according to the icons, they do not have a storage thing.
Probably because whoever made the map didn't think of it.
Yeah, because that'd be the dumbest science lab ever. Because if they're studying the aliens, they know the aliens have acid for blood.
Okay, so they will
That
have.
is also true.
They will have the standard medical sort of PPE.
I'm not talking about medical PPE. I'm talking about industrial cleanup and storage of hazardous items.
Let me check. There is nothing like that. Looking around the room, there's a whole bunch of lab equipment. There is a face hugger that is alive in a container. This container is actually a transportation tube. It has handles on it. There is another face hugger which is dead and has been opened up and dissected. This is probably of interest to Alex.
Yep. He's going to at least try to get some photographs. I'm trying to figure out how he could get that backup data too, but
give me a perception or observation roll from Alex, please.
I guess Captain's got to deal with his own leg.
Success by 8.
When you take photos of this thing, you'll see Val looking at you, and his body language just tells you that he doesn't really approve. Like you're taking photos of secret stuff.
It'll be fine. We're all working for the same people. Besides, we'll always want a backup of the backup, right? These things are all over the place.
He will lift his data pad and he will say, right, I've got it backed up. Now with your observation roll, you'll also see there's a progress bar showing that it appears that the main terminal that he's on is now deleting data.
Right. So I'm going to have to... Sorry, Greta. I'm going to have to end up frying your boyfriend down the road and taking his data pad.
You could just take his data pad.
It'll be fine. The aliens will eat him first. Right. We need to deal with the captain. I am kind of trying to plan, figure out a plan to how to get Val's data pad from him, but don't know what yet. Right. So need to find something in the med bay or oh yeah. So there's the inpatient wing. So probably want to peek in there to make sure there's nobody there.
Okay. If you recall, you had some pings there.
Well, that thing was not quite. It's not that specific, but yes. So trying to peek in there, see who's moving around, what's moving around. If I got a Val in there.
All right. So you'll have a look through the U-port, and you'll see emerging from one of the beds is one of these aliens. It will see you. It will charge and headbutt the glass. It sort of rattles it a bit. The glass manages to hold. It looks around for a moment, and then you see it moves off to there, grabs the edge of the vent, and pulls itself up into the vent.
This is your time to shine.
Scramble away. I'm looking up and then sort of mentally going to it. Oh crap! There's an air vent there. It's in the vent.
Oh, I should have actually given you a description of this room. There are 2 med bay beds here. Everyone, please remove 1 stability point. As you can see, these tables are covered in blood, with 2 ripped apart corpses.
Well, that's not right.
I will also add these items. You find a couple of medkits and a dose of Naprolieve.
What does that do?
That returns all your stability points if you take it. But if you take it take more than 1 dose within 24 hours, you will have an effect similar to being drunk.
How many stability points did we have again? Or max?
Based off of your will, I believe.
Yeah, it's equal to your will. It starts equal to your will.
Right. It's in the vents.
Well, let's get going.
Did that work?
Did what work?
Dose of Naprolieve, yes. I dropped the stuff in the party sheet.
Now we got drugs. Now it's a party.
Okay. Well, plan remains the
Are
same.
you going to do anything? Are you going to try and fix the captain?
Sorry. Right. No, well, I saw the alien just pull itself up into the vent, and I see that there's a damn vent right there. I am calling this out to everyone. There's another one in there. It just climbed up into the vents.
Yeah, we gotta go.
So we're
Vanessa and
Just-
Greta, you can
just
hear
in
some
case you guys
scrambling in the
shoot in.
vents above you.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Well, we came down here to try to fix up the captain.
maybe I can get some sort of a splint or something.
Yeah, that's what we were sort of looking for. But if we're suddenly swarmed by critters,
I'm moving into the med bay. Strength in numbers.
Well, if there's something to help, I'll take it. Otherwise, we need to get power turned back on so we can get refueled and get off this forsaken place.
Vanessa is
If
set
it-
up in the hall, gun pointed in the direction that we heard the scuttling, she's basically waiting. As soon as she sees something, she shoots.
There is definitely something moving in the vent. It's getting louder.
Okay.
Yep.
You grab that kit. Everybody else, let's go now.
You can make a command roll if you want to.
Is anybody not
Hurry people up.
flying? I mean, I think Greta is on board. We need to go to get the power turned on. I forget where we're going for that.
I think the cable car is where we
Cable
have
car.
to go.
Let's go. Let's see.
right. So I'm confused. Are we still in combat turns or are we not?
We're in semi-combat turns. Move zone by zone if you're moving. So everyone have a move, whether you're moving.
Well, I guess everybody that was in the med bay is out of the med bay then.
Okay,
Looks
if
like
that's the
No, the
plan.
captain stayed in there. Because he's like super slow, so he's gonna get eaten.
All right, Vanessa. The vent will push open, and an alien will drop from the ceiling.
He says, "Hi, how you doing?"
If you have weight, you can utilize that weight and shoot it.
Yep, she will shoot it. Give me a second. I have too many windows open. What's the size mod? Is this a +1 or 2?
Hang on a sec. This is a +1.
Yeah, don't ask how these things actually fit in those vents.
They're big vents. They're like
Successful four?
cats. If they can get their head through, they can get their body through. All right, roll your damage.
22.
Ooh. Ouch. Hit location or just the body?
We'll roll random. Neck.
Ow!
Well, that was useful.
What's it take to cripple a neck? Twice?
Please tell me I blow his head off.
That's.
You get sprayed with some more acid.
I think the neck is weird in that regard.
So plus is doubled. So you do
Now the neck
60,
is
doubled is
0.5
30,
on top of that.
0.5 on top. Okay, you do. You in fact blow its neck off.
Nice.
The neck explodes in a spray of acid and shit, and it falls down in 2 parts. The torso is like flopping about like a headless chicken, and the head is just sort of, its mouth agape, and this internal mouth keeps flicking out of the mouth.
All right. She is going to then move because she'll have to reload to shoot anything else.
I was hoping she was gonna get sprayed with acid.
She's more than 3 yards, so she's good.
Maybe the head would have flown, to her feet.
All right, so at this point, are you guys going to move into a new zone?
Yes.
We're gonna keep advancing.
Except the captain, he's gonna stay behind and hold him off like an awesome guy.
So if you move into a new zone, then move yourself.
Okay, hold on.
Perfect. Val gets eaten, and I can take his compad.
All right, so now we will go into combat turns. Val moves. Vanessa,
Moving. Are we able to get into the cable car?
you can, yes.
Okay. I think that's where we were trying to go, right?
Yes.
All right. So she's going to move into the cable car, and then she's going to have to reload. So that's what she will be doing from here on out.
Greta.
Okay.
This is awesome.
Greta is going to basically head into that cable car.
Max is going to yell for the other NPCs to, "You better hurry, we're leaving."
Okay.
I think he is actually going to reposition to here and sort of try to usher everybody through.
Oh, actually, you can only move 1 zone per movement, so they will be there. The marshal says, "We're on our way."
Holy crap, that thing's fast.
Don't leave without the marshal.
Well, actually, I'll do it properly, since I assume you're looking to shoot.
Oh, yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, I totally expect them to
Okay,
surge
so-
up there.
That's where it
Oh, right. I
finishes
forgot about
turn.
the zone things. This is going to be awesome. +1 size mod,
Correct.
-1 range. Can you take a step with an all-out ranged attack?
You can move. You can take a step and not be at penalties, or you can move your full move and be at bulk.
No, I don't want it. I don't want the bulk. I was just going to do the all-out range.
All out gives you half move. That doesn't change for ranged.
No, but the important thing is I don't have defense. Burn an 8 and miss. Since I have no defense, I'm going to use my luck and do this twice more to see if I can shoot him or hit him. Okay?
Nice.
Sounds like a yes.
And all right. So 1 potential hit.
Do your damage.
Fuck it. Just that. Burn an 8.
All right.
Now I've made him even worse because now he's on fire.
Yes. So, you've done sufficient points to actually light him on fire. Is that going to be a major wound? It is. It will shake off the major wound, but it is enveloped in fire. This seems quite distracting to the creature, Captain.
Okay. Where is it at?
Sucks to be you, buddy.
Well, we'll have to figure out those close combat or half damage range for the shotgun again. But he's firing.
Oh, it's 40 plus 4 PI plus plus.
Okay, make your
I
attack
believe
roll.
the recoil is supposed to be 4 on that. That was incorrect on the thing.
All right. So should I change it to 4?
Or just
Yeah,
add a
you're just
new,
doing-
just add a new damage.
I guess I just got confused. So no, you're changing my sheet, or you're adding. It's half the number of shots.
Is there an accuracy bonus? There isn't, is there?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a plus
it
3.
doesn't change the basic stats of the weapon. It's just you're doing it's combining multiple shots into one instead of separate.
Yep. And then it assumes that that's what's hitting instead of rolling for a number of hits.
Damn it.
Yeah, I can see Ronki's changing my sheet. It's fine. And then there are DR goes up by the same amount.
So their DR is increased. Okay. Did you hit?
Well, I was just waiting for you to finish changing my sheet. So
Okay, so
I'm
you'll
just
need
gonna
attack roll.
Yeah, so range would be what, like -1 for range? And then what was the size on that one? Plus
1.
1? I guess I'll just roll. 7.
Fails to dodge, do your damage.
Oops, I rolled the wrong one. All right. Let's see.
Everyone's been
And is
rolling
it-
really high damages.
Is it the pi plus still, or just the pi?
It's
Yes,
plus
so
plus. All right, so that alien will die in a acid spraying mess.
21 and 21.
And apparently, I have to use the reload on the incinerator.
Okay. Do I need to roll like hit location, or just go for it?
No, it's well and truly dead.
When I get hit by acid.
You're far enough away not to get hit by acid.
Oh yeah! Woo, he cheers.
Flamethrowers are awesome.
All right, so is everyone piling into the cable car?
So I'll get in here and die horribly.
Uh-huh.
It'll be great. This will be perfect. Then we've got the dude who's infected can totally have the chest burst while we're all here.
Test roll. Okay.
I will get you, assuming that you guys are going to take seats.
Well,
All
how do
right.
we drive this thing? How do you make it go?
Yeah.
Okay, you will need a Comtech roll to make it work. So someone
All right.
with Comtech.
Can I?
Oh,
plug
sorry,
in
no.
The...
My
Okay.
bad. You've got a key card. So the marshal will swipe his key card. The doors will shut, and the cable car will begin to move. I think this is like a 10-15 minute journey. I don't recall exactly.
Whew. I will reload my flamethrower while we're in here. Realize I have one. I have no other weapons. That's not great.
Okay, Vanessa, since you're sitting next to the dude, it's been like several minutes, maybe 6 or 7 minutes that you've been on this cable car trip. You'll notice that Jacobs is sort of sweating a bit and feeling uncomfortable. He's sort of scratching his chest. Val is talking to Higgins, and everyone else is just chilling, waiting for this trip to end. Every now and then, everyone takes a glance at the vent that is conveniently placed in this cable car. I'm sure that's not going to become important later.
So this
Thinking
guy's
about
like
trying to melt it.
sweating and stuff. She's gonna be like, I'm no doctor, so she's gonna look across the way at Vask and say, "Hey, Vask, this guy didn't look so good. Come take a look at him. You're a Sparty type."
What? Huh? Wobble, 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 wobble. I'm gonna make sure I'm right over there in case something bad happens, so I can get both her and the dude with the flamethrower. Right. So, what's wrong with you, dude? Why are you sweating so much? What have you eaten? What have you not eaten? What have you drank?
I haven't had much. I'm I'm just feeling a little off. I think I'm just a little overwhelmed. This whole experience has been tough.
Can I do a perception check to see if I believe him, or I think he's maybe, I should know if he's on or off.
Well, Higgins, you and Val are sort of talking. I'll get a perception roll to see if you even notice that there's something going on.
Even though he's an NPC, you might want Val to do that since he may know what those symptoms are.
Well, he's looking to Higgins. So if Higgins notices, he'll turn his attention.
Right, so I'm going to do a rudimentary med check on this guy. Not even bothering using the med kit, but it's just like, quick examination.
All right, so
Wow, another success by 0.
You'll check him over. For the most part, he seems fine. He's sweating a bit, and his heart rate is certainly elevated.
Pulse is really high.
You sort of feeling his pulse on his wrist, and then he says, oh, that hurts. And he sort of throws himself back into the chair, and then suddenly there is a splash, or you see his shirt begin to sort of move, and then there's a splash of red across his shirt. And then, of course, a little alien will burst from his chest.
It's the circle of life.
Everyone needs to make a fright check.
Any penalties?
-2.
All right. Fail by 1.
Success by 2. She's apparently very delighted that she got Alex over there to witness this firsthand.
You're not going to be delighted when the thing eats your face. Oof. I am stunned for 2D seconds, which turns out, I am stunned for 10 seconds.
And of course,
Make a note
anyone
of the
that
cat
failed.
here.
Styles, critical fail. Oh, no.
Awesome.
That's stability.
Yeah, if you failed your roll, you lose 1 stability. Styles failed his roll by 6, so he loses 2 stability.
Oh man!
And
All right, I'm
right
down to 9.
check at +6. Come on, big money, big money, big money.
Is that on the tables?
Yep.
Right, check tables. Tables. Let's see. Right, check.
So you
+6.
need to add 6 to this roll. Yeah.
All right, rolling. Rolled a 15.
1D fatigue, 1D seconds of stun. That's lame. You should have rolled higher than that.
All right, so I lose 1D fatigue,
That's a little better.
5, and then 1 second stun, and then I get to try to get out, snap out of it.
Meanwhile, I'm at 10 seconds of stun.
Are you really?
Modified.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Modified will, Will. Modified will.
Yeah, so it'd be will -2.
Is anyone's stability less than 1/3 of their total?
Nope.
Nope.
Not yet.
Will. What's the modified will? Like the -2 from the initial roll? Is that what that means?
Yes, that's the fright check.
All right. Girlish scream as the alien thing bursts out of the chest.
All right, we will go into combat time. At this point, Val just sort of turns around to see what's going on. Vanessa, you have witnessed up close this thing burst from its chest. It looks like a little version of the big guys.
All right, she's going to ready her service pistol. Try to save some of the bolt gun rounds for the big guys.
I don't know. That would have been great. Bolt gun round would have worked perfectly.
So Greta is, it says I'm retching for like, let's see, 12 turns. And so she's just going to kind of lay like her mouth, her hand up to her mouth, kind of a mixture of crying, shock, disbelief, and just general sickness.
Oh, the GM doesn't have any effects on here.
This is poetic because that's
There
the
should be
exact
effects.
same fright check result you slapped on my character with the Cthulhu games.
Are you not seeing effects?
I see light. I don't see anything under custom.
Have you loaded the module?
Seriously? That I consider a fail.
The module
I-
is shared for people, so You should be able to load it.
Was it not already up?
Yeah, it's just stupid. I think if the GM has it turned on, then it should automatically be turned on for the PCs.
I think that is the case if the effects are set as accessible by all by default. In this module, it's probably not set that way.
Well, if that's the case, then you can probably just go in and edit that module.
Yeah.
Go into the XML and set them all to available or whatever.
If I remember, I'll do that.
Okay, well, Max is going to pull his feet up onto the seats, and he's going to shoot this thing with a shotgun, probably twice because it's freaking scary. And I think everything in here is going to be in the close range, so that's that. Size mod.
It's -4.
Good God.
Well, they are small.
And that's why we have. Now that's interesting. I guess it specifically said the additional shot doesn't count. Well, I'm just going to ignore that for now. So 2 shots.
Is the thing in the
size
hex like right in front of the dude guy?
It's still in his chest.
Oh, okay.
It's just burst out, and it's being really scary and stuff.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just going to do this, and it's going to miss horribly because there's basically no chance of me actually hitting them. Now, I think that might have actually hit the guy.
You can certainly roll damage for the guy if you wish.
Well, I don't think it matters, so I'm not going to
No,
bother.
he's well and truly dead.
Just to, I think it was on target, just not enough to actually hit that thing.
Yeah, this chest burster does not have a cane and hat. I love that movie, and I miss John Candy. All right, Campbell. He steps back and readies his pistol. Alex
Is stunned. He's gonna stagger back a step in shock and horror.
Captain.
All right. I'm closing out some screens so I could see better. Okay, so.
Right, you're stunned too, aren't you?
Yeah, I was going to say, never mind, I'm stunned. But actually, on the next round, I could try to break out of it because it only lasted for 1 second. So I can roll a will -2, right?
Yeah, so that'd be next turn for you, I think.
Well, this is my next turn after my stun, isn't it? Or is this the first turn?
All right.
First turn.
Oh no, this is my first turn probably because we saw it. So this is my first second of being stunned.
Val will stand, and I think he has a weapon. He does. He has an M4 service pistol. So he will stand and ready his weapon.
All right. I think I'm going to take a round of aim. Yeah, I'm going to take a round of aim since it's a -4.
Greta's like, oh no.
Well, everybody else is pretty much non-functional at this point.
You should run up there and kick it.
I've got one more round, and I'm probably going to miss.
Don't miss. You missed.
Missed.
Yeah, I missed. And now we're
So now the Jacobs is even more of a bloodied mess.
Well, after this thing tore through him or tore out of him, he may be thankful for that.
Shotgun. Thought he had a pistol. Did he not grab a pistol? No, that's a pistol reload. So he has a shotgun. Campbell steps there and will fire a single shot from his shotgun.
Man, we're gonna blow a big old chunk out of the side of that thing.
Oh wow!
Ooh boy!
He misses too.
Yeah, well, it's going to be bloody hard to hit.
The chest burster will wriggle out of the former Jacobs, and it sort of flops onto the floor, slimy and covered in blood and gore.
Ironically, it would be slightly easier to hit at longer range.
That will be its turn.
Stumble back a step. I'm making sure I can't do anything else.
Okay, see, this has got the size mod problem. So because it's got the extra size on it, it calculates the range wrong.
Oh, let me fix that.
Oh wait, actually, I might not have been able to move.
It's do
That
nothing.
falls within the that horror option of stun
There.
doesn't
So,
necessarily mean you
size
stand
mod
there
should
like a
be fixed.
dumbass.
I will assume that you're not standing there looking like a dumbass. You're
Backpedaling
play it.
in abject horror and shock.
Play it however you want, but yeah, you can't do anything effective.
I don't know. I'm kind of thinking there's a pretty convenient thing there. Maybe I can climb out on top.
That's probably not unreasonable.
And
Okay,
then find
well,
like 4 or 5
can,
of the actual warriors on top going, "Hey, bro, how you doing?" "Oh, great."
So that was your second turn of stun. So next turn you're good. Is that right? Or next turn
No,
you can make a will.
I was only stunned for 1 round.
Okay, so you can make a
And-
will roll this turn, or yeah, will IQ roll to come out of stun.
I made it by 6, right? Because I was only stunned for 1 round. So I rolled it at the end of my last turn.
Oh, okay,
Or is that not right?
all right, that's fine. So you're no
So
longer
he-
stunned. So next turn you can do stuff.
Hey, Brian, can you
I-
adjust the duration on my stunned? It should only be 2 right now, not 3.
Well, I mean, I should be able to
No,
act normally this
okay.
round, right?
No, next turn.
Because I was only stunned for 1 round, and then I
Yeah.
rolled and I made it. So then on my next turn, I could act.
Yes, on your next turn you can act.
Because
The round
'Cause
that
you're
you
making-
make the roll, you have to do nothing.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're stunned for
So-
1 turn. Next turn you make the roll, and then the turn after that you can act.
okay, so he's
Now, you do at least have full defenses right now.
all right. So he's done. Section.
Okay, Val will now take a shot at this thing. He has a service
Here's
pistol.
where it gets stupid.
He will shoot and miss.
It's gonna jump on Vanessa. She's the closest. Eat her.
All right. So she's braced on like whatever that column is behind her, and she's gonna take a shot.
Did she aim?
Yes,
She did.
Do you want to take a stress to turn that into a success?
I will.
That's the spirit.
All right. Do your damage roll.
Does he need to dodge?
No. It's not smart enough to learn that it has to dodge bullets yet.
Okay. So 10 PI.
Okay, that will murderize this thing. It explodes and acid sprays around it, but not sufficiently far enough to get all of you, or to get any of you. But it will proceed to burn a hole in the bottom of the cable car.
Nice.
What the hell was that?
Max is gonna pump the shotgun and fire it like 5 or 6 more times before it occurs to him he's out of ammo.
Who's he aiming at?
It's empty. He's just clicking it.
Oh, okay.
Can you give me a reaction roll, a normal reaction roll for Baker? If you have charisma or anything like that, please add it
Who are you talking to?
for Baker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether or not he actually had anything.
Oh, do we roll reaction or
Yeah.
does Baker?
No,
roll
just
reaction?
Baker.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I was like Baker. I think this is Baker. I don't know.
All right. Campbell will say to Baker, "Is that it? Are you out?"
Yeah.
I think so.
He will pull out a reload and give it to you. And says, "We're running low on this. Make it count."
I don't think this is going to be enough.
He gives you a reload, so that gives you a full magazine. It is in the party sheet. Or I'll just remove it from the party sheet.
Yeah, it's not going to matter. I have to load it.
Right. So, I think there's a way to group select you. Alright, so you guys are now down the bottom. Having been traumatized. Actually, everyone automatically takes another stability because you just finished a combat.
What happens when we get to like the halfway point?
Halfway is fine.
Yeah.
It's when you get to less than 1/3. Stuff
Okay.
starts happening.
Because Greta's at 7 out of 12.
Speaking of which, the color on the 1/3 threshold on those things doesn't exactly work right.
Well, it's not the color on the resources is green for full. I think it's orange or brown for partially used, and then red for empty. So it's either partially used, full, or empty.
Okay, so it's not doing the 1/3 thing.
No. All right, the cable car shudders to a halt, and then the doors will open. Your journey has been, I think it's like 10, 15 minutes, or I think it was 12 minutes. I can't remember. I'm not going to go look for it. But it was not a short trip. In that time, if people wanted to chillax, you are welcome to recover 1 stability point.
Max is definitely taking a slug out of that flask right now.
All right. Well, you will recover that stability point as you chill. Actually, you get an extra one. So you get 1 for 10-minute break, and then you get 1 for taking a swig out of your flask.
Okay.
All right. Move yourselves.
We're on a different map now.
What?
You're on the same map. You're just down the bottom.
Does anyone have that? Does anybody have that tracker going?
That's a good idea.
I think we probably should do that, yes.
Success by 7. Ooh, battery's not expended.
All right. Let me put some stuff. So you succeed by lots.
I'm just that good.
Maybe we'll all survive.
I hope not.
Yeah, I
That
really
would
want
be
to see that.
hysterical.
There's got to be a TPK. I can't be the only one holding a record here.
You've been really lucky with your rolls, and your damage rolls have been huge.
Right, we do have some movement in the operations area, I think. Maybe further down.
Looks like a goddamn town meeting.
Now the GM's like, screw this noise. Here comes a butt ton of aliens.
Yep.
Mostly because he wants me to use that flamethrower on a PC.
Well, yeah.
It's totally going to happen if I fall. I'm going to fall and trigger it while pointing it conveniently at Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap! There's a lot of movement. I'm seeing a lot of movement here, guys.
All right. So, whew.
We've got one relatively close and a bunch that are a little bit farther away. So
Where do
let's
we
see,
have
what
to go
is
to
it?
turn this on?
To get the power back on,
Yeah,
operations.
so not that far.
Lots of movement. Got one at 12 meters and then a bunch at about 40 meters, 50.
All right. So, as you step into the cable car lobby, this area here, you are first presented with a thick glass window that opens into operations. The lighting in the operations room is dark. There only appears to be some illumination from some strobing emergency lights, like yellow emergency lights. You will also notice that there appears to be some sort of growth on some of the walls, and it is a little bit hotter in here. And of course, I'm sure you guys all know what the alien sort of resin is.
Created from what?
Greta will ask Val if he has any sense of what's going on down here or why it's looking or feeling like this.
He will say,
Nope, not a clue.
it looks as if the queen has moved her hive here.
There's a queen now.
Who's the what?
What do you mean a queen?
These creatures, they are a hive species. There's a queen, and she has her drones and warriors, like bees, if you will.
I was thinking more ants, but okay.
You mean to tell me, Val, you guys bred a queen?
Well, that was a really dumb idea. You don't have the specifics on that comp pad, do you?
Let's not worry about that. Let's get to ops and get this power back so we can leave.
What if they
Right.
feed off the power?
You go first
No, you go first. Val steps in.
and gets eaten.
Well, Greta's tagging right along with him.
Man, these guys
It is
are
hot.
These guys are so preoccupied with whether they could or not, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Man, you should get bonus points for quoting movies. Movie lines should give bonus points.
That was Jurassic Park, not Aliens.
This is true.
No, you start handing out points for that. You're not going to get anything done.
Oh my God, no.
You have to be very specific about it.
All right, so move yourselves into the zone that you're going to occupy. Val will go around to the door.
Is everything outside the ops center here one zone?
And the sight of the high resin and the very alien decor and the heat increases your stability or reduces your stability by 1 automatically.
Of course it does.
For the captain, you would probably imagine that your payment is maybe in the commander's quarters.
Is it going to be like a briefcase full of cash?
Oh, speaking of, we grabbed stuff from the med thing, and then we completely skipped past, like, trying to split up his leg while we were on the thing.
True. So give me a medical roll. You get +2 for the med kits.
Cool. Ooh, by 9.
All right. With a roll like that, I will say that you have successfully splintered the leg with those expanse type.
1980s tech, 1970s tech, though. So it's like lots of duct tape and
Velcro straps.
I was sort of thinking, I don't know if you've seen it, but the ACL brace.
So we'll say that you haven't recovered any further hit points. That takes time, but you won't be at half move and dodge. But all your dex-based stuff that requires your legs is still going to be at -3.
So that link that I just put in there is just like, I'm thinking it's just a freaking ACL brace, but since this is a movie, it's like we wrap it up with some duct tape and he walks normally.
Yep.
Except when it's cinematically appropriate for you to go, oh, my leg really hurts.
So you're still at the penalty to your dex, but you can walk at full speed. So you're no longer half move and dodge.
Yay.
So that means you will go back to your normal basic speed, which is 5.25.
All right. You said there was a big glass window into the ops center, and we didn't see anything dangling down out of the ceiling.
But
it was,
there was
dark, but you have movement in there, yes.
Right. Well, everybody should know that.
All right, so Val's keycard does not open ops, but the Marshal's does.
And the alien eats him.
So he will swipe it, and it will turn green, and then ops will open. Who's going in?
Captain's going in. He needs to get paid.
No,
Is anyone not going in?
The payment would be further over in there.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Well, either way, we're going in that direction.
Generally, I suppose.
All right, so as you step into this room, you'll see it's still dark. Who still has their counter pressure suit?
I do.
Everybody
I do.
but Vask and Vanessa, I think.
All right, so you'll step through and you will see, using the lights that are on your suits, there appears to be another survivor in this room. I will add her to the combat tracker.
I don't know, if she's all sweaty and shit, we may just go, sorry.
No. She's okay. She has a portrait.
Oh, and she's hot. That makes everything okay. What if she's an android?
This is her.
So this thing is listed in the legend as an observation terminal. What does that mean?
I would imagine. Actually, let me look, see if there's a
Map
particular
table,
description.
Probably.
Okay, the observation terminal is effectively that big map table.
Right.
All right, so she will come out of hiding at the site of Campbell, the marshal.
It scares the crap out of all of us, and we shoot her.
I was totally saying that.
And she will say, "Oh my God, I thought everyone was dead."
Almost.
Oh my God, I thought everyone was dead.
She looks to Campbell and says, "Who are these people?"
What does that make us, Zoe?
Campbell says, "These people,
We're the big
They're
damn
our-
heroes.
they're our ride out."
Like I said, big damn heroes.
Assuming we get the reactor turned back on, that is. Otherwise, we're not going anywhere.
Well, she says, "I'm afraid we're not going anywhere. I came down here 3 days ago. I've been hiding out since then. I came down to try and get the reactor. I thought I was the only one left. I came down to try and get the reactor to overload and destroy this facility, killing all these abominations. However, when I got here, this place was covered in whatever this is," and she indicates the hive resin. "I tried to get Mother to perform a reactor meltdown, but she was unable to turn the reactor back on. Apparently that requires a manual process, and I know that place is crawling with these things."
Of course, it takes a manual process.
You wouldn't think this would be easy, would you?
What's got to be done?
We are getting close to time. How do you want to handle this? Perhaps we can continue on, because there's no doubt going to be some combat and hopefully some dying, which is going to take time. Or we can wrap it up here and leave that till next week, giving Rigel an extra week of prep.
I kind of think Rigel getting another week is probably not going to make him cry.
Sorry, I was AFK. Literally AFK. See, it says I'm AFK. So what's going on?
I was saying we're nearly at time. We can wrap it up here, or we can continue on over time, where there's going to be a combat that's going to take some time.
Do it next week.
Or we can wrap it up here and do it next week, giving you an extra week of preparation.
Having an extra week of preparation will not make me cry. Yes, I caught that tail end, and I suspected that's what the thing was, but I wanted to confirm.
All right, and then
So
we shall.
next week we all die horribly.
Well, I hope at least some of you die. I'm not doing my
I
job.
think it would be hysterical if nobody died, because it would remind me of a couple games that Daniel ran, where he's like, "I am going to kill a PC," and no PCs were killed.
Well, I will be out next Saturday, but the following Saturday I should be back.
So Beverly is guaranteed to die then.
Beverly or Greta?
Oh, sorry, Greta.
Greta.
No. As long as I can grab Val's comp pad.
Are you okay with missing the finale, since you won't be here next week?
Oh yeah, no, you guys go wrong. You guys go right ahead.
All right then. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here.
Okay.
Do we have any questions and such before we log off?
How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
Yeah, we need plot armor.
Secure that shit, Alex.
And more bullets. I don't have enough bullets.
Well,
Surprised you
I
haven't
think
taken
that's
the flamethrower away from me.
I think that's the whole point. So you run out of bullets and you're trying to
And then
fight
die.
with fists and die.
Harsh language.
Oh, actually, there is one thing we'll do here before we wrap up, so I remember. In
Forgets what
ops,
he's looking for.
there is, not that it's really of a huge benefit to you, since none of you went to the armory. Not the armory, the testing
Right.
testing range.
I was super tempted.
There is 4 M41AE2 rifle reloads and 2 medkits.
Upon seeing the reloads for the rifles, were like, crap.
Well, that doesn't do any good if we don't have the rifles.
That's why I'm like, crap.
So I have dropped that into the party sheet. Let's see if you have an opportunity to get one. No, you don't. Sucks to be you guys. I think Beverly actually has a rifle though. Alright, so that stuff is in the party sheet, so I do not forget next week.
Roger.
Alright, if there's no other questions, if you're watching this and you have any questions, corrections, suggestions, or general hecklings, feel free to leave a comment here or find us on Discord. Please consider liking and subscribing to our YouTube and Twitch channels. Thank you for watching. Olympus out.
See ya.
Bye.